welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do some pie making. I love pie and most of my videos on here will be about my teaching, but because we're all on break now, I thought I'd do a fun video of baking. If you'd like to see more baking videos, let me know in the comments below. And also please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up or a like. And let's get started. Alright, so first, the recipe I like to follow is just off of the pumpkin puree can. They have a recipe on the back, so that's usually the one that I follow, and you can tweak it however you like. And for the crust, I go ahead and take it out to thaw when I first start baking, and I really love the Pillsbury crust. They taste really good, and they're easy. You don't have to make it ahead of time. Maybe sometime I'll actually make a crust. I've actually tried it once before, and it was really hard, so I usually don't make the crust. And the one I made started falling apart and wasn't very pretty, so I thought I would just stick with Pillsbury this time. Alright, so first you're going to mix the dry ingredients. So let's do the sugar first. It calls for 3/4 cup of sugar. So I've got my 1/4 cup measuring cup, and let me grab a knife for evening out. I'd like to get some better measuring cups, maybe the metal ones. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below, because I need some better ones. Right now I've just got plastic. So now I've got my 3/4 cup of sugar in my mixture. So now I'm going to add the different seasonings. My favorite, I really love the smell of the cinnamon. It's so great. Alright, so I've got my teaspoons. So let's see what it calls for. It is 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. My husband and I got these for our wedding gift. I really like them, but it already has a mark on it. They're the metal ones from, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond is where we got them, but it already has a mark on it. They're really nice though, but I'm wondering how to keep them from getting little marks on it. I'm not sure even what that mark is from. Anyway, get my cinnamon. 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Okay, got the cinnamon. Now it calls for 1/2 teaspoon ginger. Now it says for the cloves, 1/4 teaspoon. So I've already got my 1/4 teaspoon ready. Oh, I love the color of the ginger. Such a good fall color. Now I'll show you all the different colors of the spices inside. So pretty. I love it. I love fall. I love the holidays. Love baking. Alright, so now salt. Calls for 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to use my 1/2 teaspoon. Alright, so now it's ready. So now I'm going to mix them. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside. And now it's time to mix together the eggs. So we need 2 large eggs. And here's my blender all ready to go. So I'll be ready to mix. Got the eggs ready, so now we're ready to mix. I'd like to get a new can opener. The one I have is really good. OXO from Bed Bath & Beyond. We got it for our wedding. But I'd like one of the electric ones that you just snap on. You don't have to do it yourself. So if you know of any good ones, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so that is mixed really well. So now we get to add the pumpkin. I love this part. I think my favorite though is when we add the evaporated milk. For the spices, I guess I'll do it so you can see it. Evaporated milk, you only add a little bit at a time to the mixture. So I'm gonna leave it mixing and just open a little portion of the pan to pour in a little bit at a time. This is where it looks super pretty. Alright, so now I've got my pie crust all ready, so I'm going to roll it out and lay it inside my pan. Just a tip, when you're unrolling Pillsbury pie crust, just be careful because it tears very easily, so make sure you unroll it slowly and bit by bit. And it's also good to leave it out for a while. That's what I try to do, but evidently I didn't leave it out long enough because mine kind of tore. So to make sure yours does not tear, be sure to leave it out plenty of time to let it get soft. Alright, so once it's in your pan, you want to press against the sides to get all those air bubbles out. And then I just use my fingers and I make a little curve right here. And so you just pinch the sides all the way around, just like that. Alright, so now we are ready to pour the mixture into the pie pan. It should fill up where you just have maybe like a centimeter of the crust around. And then to make sure your crust doesn't burn, you want to put either aluminum foil around the edge of your pie crust, because otherwise sometimes the edges will burn. Or if you could buy a pie crust cover, you can buy them, they're metal. I have one, but it's rubber. I don't really like it, but it was one I found like a year ago. But if you have any suggestions of a great pie crust cover that you've used before, please let me know in the comments below, because I would like to get a new one. So you're going to cover it and put it in the oven. Now you don't cover the crust the whole time. You just want to cover it for probably the last half of your bake. So our pie is ready for the oven. Alright, so my first pie is in the oven. I'm gonna let it bake and go ahead and get started on my second pie. I'm gonna make it the exact same way. Just making two because our family, we like to have leftovers, and pumpkin pie is one of my favorites. If there's any other recipes you'd like for me to make with you guys, let me know in the comments below. I'll get back to you in a little bit once our pie is finished. Hey guys, alright, so here's the finished product of my pumpkin pie. It is fresh out of the oven. I don't know if you can see the steam coming up. But I can't wait to try it in the next few days when we have our Thanksgiving meal with our family. If you'd like to see more videos, please hit the subscribe button and give me a like. And also, please, if you would like to see any other videos that you have any ideas of what you'd like to see from me, then please comment down below. Thanks guys, bye!